Hey guys, so today I want to compare the Galaxy S3 versus my iPhone 5 here with iOS 7. Yes, I've been doing a video like this comparing it against many of my Galaxy devices and also HTC devices, the Sony Xperia Z device as well. So I want to do one with the Galaxy S3 as well. This is my 4G Galaxy S3, which I right now use as my main smartphone. You can see I have this kind of clean setup at the moment with I noticed that if you don't have any icons on your home screen, it makes you have this kind of nice feeling of clean experience. So if we start off here checking out the lock screen, you can see I do have some quick access to some apps down at the bottom, and then you can see a nice quote here: you should do your work. Yeah. But you can launch on the lock screen. Of course, I'm not sure. I don't think, no, I can't have any widgets that I can have on the S4 on the lock screen, like the camera app, access to that. I'm pretty sure I can't have that in this version of Android. But there's a new version to the Galaxy S3, the Android 4.2.2, that I haven't installed at the moment. Which still kind of sucks, but it's my main phone, so that's why I haven't done so. But maybe I should. Or at least I think I don't have done that, yeah. So, quick access to some apps at the bottom, which is very nice. I rarely use it though. Rarely use it. And of course with the new iOS 7, completely new interface, more like a black and white look, more like a flat version of iOS. You have quick access to the camera, so you can have one swipe up. You don't decide though what kind of apps on the lock screen that you should have that in iOS, but you have quick access to the camera, HDR mode here as well, of course in the camera app. Of course all the apps in iOS 7 has been updated, like the camera app, as you can see over here. You have this kind of swiping UI. What did I just do? Interesting. I have not seen this, that you can swipe inside of the camera app. Well, that's pretty cool. So the square mode here, I think this is mode for Instagram, and then of course we do have the normal panorama mode when you take a picture and go like this. Of course, this is also available in the Galaxy S3. Video mode also, of course, that's awesome. Maybe you should have that. Maybe that's obvious. You have this new control center in iOS 7, which if we launch up the screen here, if you swipe from the bottom page, we finally get some toggles here inside of my little device over here. And these are some very nice toggles. Some nice toggles that you do get, of course, you've been getting toggles now in Android now for quite some time. When you swipe down from the top, you can see the time, and you can see all my toggles here, and also a brightness slider. Now it seems like you get some toggles here in iOS finally. So some toggles like airplane mode, Wi-Fi mode, Bluetooth mode, do not disturb mode when you don't want anyone to be able to call you, and then this portrait orientation lock, which is very nice, and then a brightness slider, which is probably one of the more nice things ever over there. So pretty clean look. You also have this this player here, of course, when you play music, Spotify or the stock music app, and also may work with other apps. I have not tried it. I usually use Spotify, and then this one works pretty good. Of course, you will see this kind of, if you play music in Android, you will also see this little music player pop up here, so that could be good to know. You have also some access to some quick access or quick apps, like a flashlight here, which could be a little bit useful. The alarm app, which also have access to work clock, stopwatch, and timer. And timer in those is probably something that I would use a ton. Yeah, I would probably use it a ton. Swipe up here, also the calculator and the camera, quick access to those. So that is the that is this control center that they're calling it. If you go into the settings area here, you can see that if you don't want to have it enabled on the lock screen, let's say you want to have a little bit of privacy over there, you can remove it so it won't get access to. And do not disturb mode that you have quick access to in a toggle, you can go and tweak it in here a little bit in the settings. Notification center, of course, is when you swipe down from the top here, you can decide what you want to show here, but the stock is the calendar. And I do suppose that all the notifications that you do get inside of iOS 7 also will pop up here somewhere in the notification center, because that's like the name of it, notification center, not control center. So you can also see here with the nice iOS 7 update that it has like nice transparent there, you can see through, which is pretty nice. So you have your all notifications probably, and your missed notifications and stuff, like when you probably get missed calls and stuff. You can also, as I said in the settings area, tweak the notification center, so if you want to show stocks and stuff, you can do so as well. So the main difference there here between iOS 7, I can also go over specific app like the browser, maybe in other videos, compare the browser app, the phone app, the music app, the stock versions, of course. And as you do know, with Android, you get a little bit more freedom here. Well, especially on the home screen, so that we can have cool transitions. We can have different launchers, so we can have even more epic transitions and stuff. Hopefully more of that will come also with iOS 7, like a jailbreak and stuff, so you can do that hopefully in future versions, and hopefully it will be a stable jailbreak so you can tweak it a little bit, because many of the earlier jailbreaks that I've tried has been a little bit unstable, so you could crash your device, and that is not super fun. But still, the main reason here, or main difference here between Android and iOS, of course, is that you can you can no longer have, or you never actually been able to have widgets inside of iOS. It's just a grid of icons, where you have a little bit more freedom here, or a ton of more freedom here inside of Android with my search widgets here at the top. Also have a music play widget here. Even though I don't play music with my Android device, I never use it. You have another widget here, and of course you can add a ton of other widgets as well. No problem whatsoever with doing that. And if you just want to have a clean, fresh look here without any mess, without any icons or anything, you can perfectly do so. And I kind of like that kind of feeling of that kind of clean experience, actually, which is a big go for me. Of course, you can create apps. You can create apps on both these two devices. It's a little bit different here inside of iOS 7 compared to earlier versions of iOS. Now it centers it here, and you can use stuff in a ton of things here. So a little bit different there compared to earlier. Of course, this is probably maybe a little bit better than what we can see here. If you do the same thing here on Android, it will create a little bit of a folder, used as in iOS 6 and earlier versions of Android. Also, in terms of multitasking, it's a little bit different here. Again, one more time on in the new version of iOS 7. Let's check it out. Let's just double tap here, and you will see that it's a little bit more centered now. You have this kind of view here in the center, where you can swipe up things to remove it, kind of like the HTC have been doing with their devices. So kind of better there. There's no button though to quickly close everything, which I would enjoy. Of course, on my Samsung device here, you just hold in the home button, and you will see here the apps that I've opened up. And the nice thing here is that we have just one button there, and we can remove everything, close everything, which is extremely nice. You also have a quick access there to some internal stuff here, like active programs, downloaded stuff, RAM, and the storage, so you can check out that pretty quick. But definitely I would love to have just a quick close button if you just want to close everything, you just want to clear up some stuff. I always like that kind of clean feeling. Of course, you still have Siri versus S Voice that of course you can have here in terms of voice assistant. So let's try to set the alarm here. Set alarm at 5 p.m. So you can see it's a little bit...
The 1700 alarm. Okay.
Console.
Let me do an internet search for
No.
to console.
Okay, as you can see, it fell a little bit here on S voice. And you also did see Siri, the voice assistant inside of iOS, was a little bit quicker there at responding and looks a little bit better here. And what I do like also about Siri here is that I can quickly disable this alarm that used to activate, which I can't do over here. So Siri is actually, the voice assistant definitely probably is a little bit better here than S voice if you want to use voice assistant. But usually if I want to set the alarm on my main smartphone, which is the S3 at the moment, this 4G version, S3, I usually do use S voice because I think it's easier to just say it in one sentence than just put it in. Quick little look here, quick little comparison. Also now, if you want to search. If you want to search for anything, of course, on your Android smartphone, just hold in the home key and you can type in stuffs. If you want to search now on iOS, it's a little bit different compared to earlier, where earlier you just had to go to the far left and you had the cool search option. But now you can swipe down on any page just like that, and you can quickly start to type in something, which is pretty awesome. They will show all your music stuff, or all of your normal files, and also the applications that match the search criteria. So quick little comparison. If you want me to compare any specific app with these two phones, please let me know about that, and I will see what I can do. Hopefully you did enjoy this video, and hopefully I'll see you all in the next video. Yeah, have a good day and peace.